Good morning, everyone. So when we talk about this universe, TCM and universe are very deeply interconnected. And if we want to disclose the secret of universe, then we should have the idea of I Ching. The acupuncture has come from the I Ching. Who unfold the concept of I Ching? The question is this: from where I Ching has come? The person who has unfold the concept of I Ching. So there are three persons in the history of acupuncture, in the history of I Ching, in the history of Feng Shui. The person number one, Fuxi. Like we can see here, it's written, the Fuxi was there in the 2800 years before the Christ era. It's very, very long back. And the Fuxi was the person who has given this concept of 8 trigram first. We know this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 8 trigram. This is a wonderful invention given by the Fuxi. Like in the India, we see there are lots of saints. They are doing lots of meditation, worshipping, and writing the books. Like if you see in India, there are lots of Ayurveda books and the Darshan Shastra philosophy books is written by the Indian saints. In the same way, Fuxi was there in the China, who has written this in the 1100 to 1050 BC, before the Christ. The king Wen of Zhou, now he has invented 64 hexagrams. Like if we want to make the hexagram, we are making in this way. We need to unfold the secret of this 8 diagram. Then we need to unfold the secret of 64 hexagram. 64 hexagram look like this. If you know these, all the 64 columns, and if you know the explanation of them, and if you know the each and everything about the 64 hexagram, you can do acupuncture, you can do Feng Shui, or which is called Vastu. You can correct the energy pattern, whether you want to correct it in the body or in the universe. So all the secrets is revealed by the 64 hexagrams. Like right now, you might be thinking, what is this? What is the meaning of this? You can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. They are the 6 levels. In the each hexagram, there are 6 lines, 6 levels. From bottom to top, each and every hexagram is telling something, some story. And the person who knows this is the expert of acupuncture and expert of Vastu. Actually, all the acupuncture teacher, directly, indirectly, sharing the knowledge of this, but without using the name of hexagram. Everyone want to share this knowledge in a very simple way, because sometimes this hexagram looks little complicated. But if you want to go in the deeper aspect of the acupuncture, you should know this. Then after that, the third person, Confucius. What is the secret of acupuncture? What is the secret of this universe? What is the secret of the energy? Because energy is having some pattern in the human body. If you see the human body like this, the human body is having some pattern, energy pattern. When the energy pattern disturbing, we are getting the disease. Even we talk about our home. Our home is having certain energy pattern. If the energy pattern of the home is getting disturbed, then we are not getting growth in that home. We are having some financial difficulty, some health related problems, some conflict, if the energy is not proper in some home. In the same way, if we are living in this city, in this country, in this universe, each and every part is filled with the energies, and there is a secret of energy. There is a secret of this universe. So if we know that how to synchronize the energy, we can do lots of good things. And many persons are knowing this secret, and they are called superhuman. But as acupuncturist, we should know this secret of universe, because it's already given, it's written, it's given in the books, it has been explained by many authors, but just we have to unfold that truth. So this secret is given in the form of I Ching. I Ching is a very secret word. What is the meaning of I Ching? We will be understanding. So first we need to unfold the meaning of I Ching, that what is I Ching and who has given this I Ching word, who has unfolded the secret of energy in the form of I Ching, that we have to find out that. So there are three sets. I can tell one, the number one was Fuxi. So Fuxi was there at the era of 2800 years before the Christ. And the Fuxi has given the theory of 8 trigram. It was the first invention by the Fuxi. Because Fuxi have seen the many people are suffering with lots of problems. Fuxi has written one, there is a story written by the Fuxi. So Fuxi was seeing many persons are struggling a lot during that time. Many persons are struggling, and because they are dependent on the crops, wandering here and there in the forest. Then Fuxi has developed the science of universe, the secret of universe, and he guided the people. Okay, during this time there will be rain, during this time there will be summer, during this time. So he has explained everything in the form of this trigram theory, right? So he used to mark the trigram marks on the trees so people can understand. So just I want to tell you right now, the Fuxi was the first person for helping the people. He has developed this theory first time, and the name of theory was 8 trigram, right? Then after the Fuxi, after many hundred years after, the king Wen of Jew has developed the theory of 64 hexagrams. So we can see this is the trigram theory. In the trigram theory, there is a water, there is a fire, they are balancing each other. There is a wind, there is a thunder, there is a valley, there is a mountain, they are balancing each other. So there are many opposite forces in this universe, they are balancing each other. Sometimes one force is high, then there is an imbalance of the universe. So what these 8 forces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, how can we balance the energy? This concept, this science given by Fuxi. Then the more research on this 8 trigram done by King Wen of Jew, then he has invented 64 hexagram based on this. Just he has explored this. Like we have seen, there is a one father. If there is a one father is giving birth to two kids, right? So this theory is moving in that way. One father. One father is giving birth to two kids. Then every kid is giving birth to another two kids. In the same way, there is a growth is happening. In the same way, there were first 8 trigram, and after that, by doing the multiplications, they become 64 hexagram. So 8 trigram theory given by Fuchsi, and this is given by King. Now, but it was not possible to understand this during that time. So 64 hexagram looking like this, but he has given the concept of 64 hexagram, but he was not given in this simple manner. We are not able knowing this, but this is very simple manner. When we understand this, when we unfold this, then will become very easy manner for us, right? So this simple manner is given by next person who was Confucius. And he has written the book on the I Ching in a very, very simple way. So now whatever we see, hexagram, 64 hexagram, 8 trigram, it's all written by Confucius. He has simplified this science, right? And if we know this concept, then we can know the energy secret. We can balance the energy. And once we balance the energy, we can resolve any problem. So whether the acupuncture or the feng shui or the tai chi, the lots of energy science are working on this I Ching energy system. Okay. So there are two universal forces as per this system. There is starting with the two universal forces. This is the step number 1. The first universal force is called Yang. And the second universal force is called Yin, right? Now here the special thing is this: in the 64 hexagram or the 8 trigram, we are representing Yang with a one line, one horizontal line. And Yin we are representing with the break line. So if the one straight line, but the continuous line, it is doing the representation of the Yang. But if this line is breaked, then it's doing the representation of a Yin. So please remember this, right? So the first secret, of this universe start from this point. Everything is divided in 2 parts, Yin and Yang, but still we have to do lots of journey and we will unfold many more things, right? So what is the meaning of Yin and Yang? Okay, my voice is clear now. Now you can see my voice is clear. Everything is clear. All of you are able to understand. There is no any problem. Okay. Fine. Okay. Okay. Fine. Great. So now, if you know the concept of yin yang, then the multiple things can be understood. So this is step number 1. We will go ahead to the step number 2 and the step number 3. Before that, I would like to tell you what is yin and yang. We have seen this is a very common symbol of the yin and yang. So, can you see here? There is a white background. This is white background, and in this white background, there is a black dot. On the other side, there is a black background, and in the black background, there is a white dot. What is the meaning of this? Why yin yang is represented like this? So, as per the energy concept, when from nothing, nothingness, something is appearing from the zero, when some number is appearing, right? So either it will be nothing, but as soon as it becomes something, it will be having definitely two parts. One is plus, one is minus. If one is the North Pole, then another will be the South Pole, then only existence is possible, right? So yin yang is doing the representation, like yin yang is doing the representation, like if this is the black part, look at here, this is the black part. So the meaning of black is yin, right? This is the yin. And on the other side, there's a white part. The meaning of white, there is yang. So this is the yang, and this is the yin. But energy is not balanced only with this. If you want to bring the balance in the energy, then there should be yin in the yang. So if this is the yang force, look at here. So inside the yang, there is a yin dot. So this yin is inside the yang. And again, if you go to the other side, inside the yin, there will be yang. You can consider in that way. Suppose you want to speed up the car. Your car is there. And you want to speed up the car, right? Then you should have the good brakes. Brakes are the opposite force. So speed can be considered as a yang, and opposite force can be considered as a yin, or the brake can be considered as a yin. So if you see this white circle, if white circle is speed, then the black dot is the brake, opposite force. So whatever we do in this universe, we always do with the opposite force. Without the opposite force, even we cannot move a single step. One more example. Suppose you want to walk. Suppose I want to walk on the floor. So when I am walking or I am running, so walking and running can be considered as a speed, or it can be considered as a yang force. But when I am keeping my feet on the floor, there is a friction force, there is a gharsha, there is an opposite force. Because I am keeping the feet on the floor, so if floor is rough, it will be giving me very good opposite support. If the floor is very slippery, slippery means very lesser opposite force. Slippery means I will keep my feet and I might slip for the longer distance. If the floor is rough, it will be giving me very good grips, so I will not be slip. So where I can walk and the run comfortably, can you tell me? If the floor is rough or floor is highly slippery, even someone is putting the oil and making it more slippery, where can I run or the walk comfortably? So definitely I can walk or the run comfortably at the floor which is not slippery, which is having some friction, which is having some opposite force, right? So always opposite force is giving us support. Without the opposite force, it's very difficult to move forward. Whether I want to drive my car, I need a brake, or why I want to run, I need a good friction force, which is opposite, right? So in this way, if I want to move my hand like this, so this part is going here, but my many muscle are pulling the hand toward this side, then only I can give a very good support. So in this universe, everything and anything is run by the combination of two forces, which is called yin and yang. With a single force, we can't perform anything, right? So that's why here it has been represented like it has been shown here. The black part is yin and the white part is yang, right? The yang means, we can consider the yang means who is very speedy, who is very light, like a very, you can consider the yang like a very thin, small kid. What are the characteristic of kids? The kids are lightweight, right? Kids are very active. Kids are very awake, and even they are loud. If many kids are sitting together, we can see the louder voice. If many kids are sitting there, definitely they will be very active and awake, right? So young force can be considered like a small kids. They are very active, very enthusiastic, always want to run here and there, and they are very speedy, and even they are very light, right? On the opposite side, if we talk about the yin force can be considered with a heavy person, some heavy and persons. So some person who is lazy can be considered as a yin, but do not consider yin as a negative. Sometimes yin is needed, sometimes yang is needed, right? So if the person is more lazy, it's a yin force. Person is more heavy, it's the yin force, right? Person is very quiet, it's the yin person. If the person is very loud, very extrovert, many person are very extrovert, they are yang personalities. But many person are introvert, they are yin personality. Nothing is good and nothing is bad. It's the question of balance, it's the question of situations. Sometimes you need to be quiet, sometimes you need to be like you have to speak. Sometimes you need a relaxation. Relaxation is the yin. Sometimes you need to be active. Sometimes you need to be like a kids always. You have to be very awake and active. But sometimes, like if you want to sleep in the night, you need yin. If yin is not there, you will not able to sleep. Right? Yin means relaxation. So in this way, we can see quiet. You want to sleep. You want to be very passive. We should not have always active. Suppose two person are fighting with each other because both are young personality, both are very active, both are very both are a fighter. But if one person is highly young and another person is yin, so there will not be fight. So yin can be considered like the cooling weather, like the winter season. Okay. Cold season, night time, night is very cool. The dark, night is dark, even dark place. So these are the few example of yin. So the question is this, whether yin is good or the yang is good. What do you think? What's your answer? What do you want for you? You want to become 100% yang or 100% yin? What do you want? For you, tell me, reply me. Do you want to become a 100% yin personality? Or you don't want to become a 100% yang personality? So the answer is this, if 100% yin, it's the death. Or the 100% yang, it's the death. Because if we are alive, we should have both. Suppose we are working this time in the morning, but in the night we have to sleep. So when we are working, that is yang, and when we are sleeping, that's yin. If you think, no, I just want to work, I just want to be yang, is it possible? No. But the patient coming to us, doctor, I feel sleepy day and night. I am sleeping throughout the night. Even I am sleeping in the day. Even I sleep for 15 hours, but my sleep is not satisfied. That is the disease that is called hypersomnia. What we have to do? Just we have to increase the yang. So we have the tool, and how to increase the yang, that we have to learn. In the same way, one person is having too much yang, always active, always jumping. Like we have seen many hyperactive kids, many childs having autism. They are hyperactive. ADHD. We have seen many diseases where the person or the kids very, very hyperactive. And even not able to sleep. One person is telling you, in the night, I am not able to sleep. Why the person not able to sleep in the night? Because mind is hyperactive. Something is hyperactive. Something is overactive. Because in the night time, we need to become no activeness. We should go in the sleep. So what the treatment will do? We will increase the yin. So this is the energy balance, right? So as per the need, suppose two persons are fighting with each other. Two husband and wife fighting with each other. Two friends are fighting with each other. What is the treatment? We have to increase little yin, because yin means togetherness. Yin means now we want to hug someone, we want to be together with someone. But yang means just jump, just go here and there, just get separated. So yang means always active, do. That is the yang. But yin means togetherness. Yin means, okay, undo everything. So in this way, we have to do balance of the energy as per the condition, as per the situations. So what is if the person coming to us, the first step, that is called diagnosis. We have to find out whether yin is high or the yang is high, and whichever is high, we will balance it, right? So now we are dividing these two forces. Now these two forces will be doing multiplication, because from the two force, we have to make 8 forces. So when these two forces, like we can consider the one force will give birth to the another two force. This one force will give birth to the another two force, right? In the same way, this multiplication keep on going. So there is a birth of 8 trigram first, right? So now look at here. This is the very simple concept. Suppose I want to multiply the yang or yin now. So in the yang, I have represented the yang with the one unbroken line. There is no break in between. But yin, I represented it with the breaked line, right? We have seen one break in between. So I will do multiplication here. So when I will do multiplications, and whoever is going to take birth, right? Whoever is going to take birth definitely will be having the characteristic of both, the characteristic of yang as well as the characteristic of yin. So let's do the multiplication here. So I would like to show you, I would like to make you understand here. Suppose this is the yang force. This is the unbroken line. On the other side, this is the yin force. This is the breaked line. Okay. So now this is doing multiplication and this is also doing multiplication, right? So first I will make the same line. Suppose I am making same line because yang will make the, yang is giving birth to two persons. Yin is also giving birth to two persons. So there are two persons, they are looking like yin. So we can see here, look at here very properly. This is the one yang and it's giving the birth to the same two forces. This is also similar like this, and this is also similar like this. And if we talk about the yin, yin is also giving birth to the similar two forces. We can see this is same like yin, and this is also the same like yin. Okay. So now 2 is converting in the 4, but one more thing, yin and yang uniting together. In this condition, what will happen? So now look at here. So when yang and yin are uniting together, what will happen? So the two lines are coming from the yang. Now, one will be like the son and one will be like the daughter. Okay, one will be son because there's a father or son, one will be daughter, right? Because I have to balance it. Now, if we are coming to the yin, so there are two horizontal broke line here. Okay, if we are coming to the yin, so first we have just duplicated. First, we have duplicated the lines. Then the first will be son. So first will be son and second will be daughter. Always we have to multiply the system in the same way, right? So when anyone is doing the multiplications, the first will be son, second will be daughter, first will be son, second will be daughter, right? So now we have created 4 forces. Is it clear? Is it clear or not? It's clear what I want to tell you. Okay. Because this is a very beautiful concept. I would like to tell you once again here. So this is the yang. We are representing with one line. And this is the yin. We are doing the representation with one broken line. So this is the unbroken line. And this is broken line. Now they will do the multiplication. Yang will develop to, yang will multiply in 2 and yin will multiply in 2. So when yang is multiplying 2 in the both, definitely yang, the characteristic of the yang will be there. So in the bottom first we are making 2 yang and yin. Now who is taking birth? First will be son, second will be daughter. Here also first will be son, second will be daughter. So there is a birth of 4 forces. Now if you see, out of all the 4 forces, highest yang is here. Highest yang is here because it's a combination of yang and yang. And out of all the 4 forces, highest yin will be here because it's a combination of yin and yin. Yin means broken line, right? And the second number will be coming to this, right? So in the I Ching, highest yang means Tai Yang. The meaning of Tai means maximum. So the first has been told Tai Yang, and the highest yin is Tai Yin, which has been represented with this 2 broken line, right? So this is like a male character, Tai Yang, and this is like the female character, like Tai Yin. Tai Yang is the yang character, Tai Yin is the yin character. Now we are coming in the center. I told you, first male will take birth, second female will take birth. Here also, first male will take birth, second female will take birth. So yang has generated 1 male female, yin also generated 1 male female, right? So second, the name of this is Shao Yin, and name of this is Shao Yang. So initially it might be looking very complicated, but slowly it will become very easy. So now I will simplify everything in this way. If we talk about the yang and yin, they are giving birth to 2 forces. They are also giving birth to the 2 forces. So first force is called Tai Yang. This called is Tai Yin. And the second force is called Shao Yin, and this is Shao Yang. You have to remember this. Here if we see, this is male means yang, this is female means yin. This is also male means yang, this is female means yin, right? So there will be further explanation, further description of these all the things, because still we have just divided in 1, right? Still there will be more division, then will be reaching to the trigram, right?